everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Sharice, and today I will be just chatting about something that happened to me in 2020 that I felt the need to come on here and discuss with you, just because when it happened to me, I literally felt lost because there weren't a lot of resources, there were not a lot of videos on YouTube talking about it. So here goes. So 2020, we were all locked down for a few weeks, maybe months. We were locked down here in the Bahamas for quite some time. And so immediately after lockdown, I decided to go to the hair salon and get my hair done. And I was so excited because I hadn't gone for quite some time. Of course, we were in lockdown, and it was just like, I need something different. I need something new. I just need something that makes me feel normal. And going to the hairdresser, getting a deep conditioner, getting a trim, that's gonna kind of help me get back into routine a little bit. So I made the appointment, and at the last hour, I decided to add in a new service that I hadn't done in like years. So anyway, I go to the salon, get my hair washed, treated, trimmed, and I decided to get my hair dyed black. Well, it was like a hair shine. It looked absolutely fabulous afterwards. Everyone was like, oh my God, this looks so good. And it really did look good. That evening is when all of the issues started. My hair started to itch like it was really terrible. Like, it itched so much. And I tried not to really scratch it because I was like, if I start, I won't be able to stop. But honestly, I couldn't help myself. I kind of dug my scalp out. It was red, it was sore, and so I decided to hit up the stylist, and I was like, yo, is this normal? Like, my hair is itching so bad. Like, what should I do? Should I wash it? And she said, well, if it's itching that much, you should wash it because maybe there's some type of residue left in your hair. And the only thing new that we use was this hair dye. So yeah, I decided the next day to wash it because I was like, you know what, let me see if it calms down. The next day I decided to wash my hair. Instant relief. But while I was in the shower, because the type of hair dye that I use, it was like semi-permanent, it wasn't permanent, so it washed out. So while I'm washing my hair, like, all of the dye just starts to come out, all of the color is just in the shower. But like I say, instant relief. I'm feeling like $1 million, style my hair. And then a few moments later, for some reason, I walked past the mirror and I look in it, and my face is starting to move. And I'm like, is my eyes playing tricks on me right now? And so I literally was like staring very vigorously at my face. And so anyway, I was like, maybe my eyes are tired, I've been up all day, maybe it's nothing. So in the space of time between me walking from the bottom of the stairs to the top of the stairs and into the bedroom, I went and checked again, and then I just see my face shape-shifting and morphing. And so I am normally an anxious person, and so my anxiety went from 0 to 100 real quick. And so I asked my boyfriend, I'm like, look at my face. Does something look different to you? And to be honest, men are not really as observant as women. And so he's like, it looks normal to me. And so a few moments later, like my nerves was on me. I FaceTimed my sister, and I was like, look at my face. Does anything look different? And she was like, something's going on there. And so I got dead nervous. Like, I started to tell her what was going on, and she's like, maybe you're having an allergic reaction to the hair dye. And she was like, the last time I got my hair dyed, I had like rashes all over my skin. And that's another thing. I started to have like these little bumps started to break out on my legs, mostly my legs, and they were like really itchy. So thankfully my sister lives, like, I can walk to my sister's house. I decided to hop in the car and go to her and like let her examine my face. And so when I went to her, like my face was morphing like by the minute. Like it was just like my it was like I got punched and my face was like a lump hair, and then it just started like moving. So I went with my sister and she was like, yeah, I think this is allergic reaction, don't freak out. Of course I freaking freak out like insane. So she told me about her allergy reaction to some, I think, bleach that she used recently. She gave me some Benadryl, and then, you know, I was very nervous. Fast forward the next day, ish hit the fan. Like I woke up and my face was a total, like my face was like disfigured, like for lack of a better word, disfigured. Like I had like a bulb shaped head. It was terrible, and I was like, it was really, really bad. And then my eye swelled up the second day, but like my head was like huge. I immediately was like, you know what? I'm going to the doctor. This ain't normal. So I went to the doctor. Like y'all, I just, like, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you guys that my head was huge. Like it was like huge. Like if you have watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame, I looked exactly like Quasimodo. Like someone just punched me in my face a few times, and I had like lumps. So anyway, I go to the doctor, and you know, I explained to her what happened, and she says, you know, I'm pretty sure it's the hair dye. And she gives me a shot of epi. I get steroids, and also my scalp at the same time is like on fire. I had like snake-like skin. Like all of this was like falling off. My hair was hard. Yo, let me tell you, this was one of the worst experiences of my life. Like, do you know what it is to wake up and your entire face looks different? Like, anyway, so I got steroids, I got stuff for my scalp, stuff for my skin, I got a whole ton of stuff. And then, you know, I was like, how fast is this gonna work? Because, you know, I can't be out servicing customers looking like this, because I had like a bandana on, I had my mask on, I had my shades on, so it was kind of like I was the incognito, but you know, I could still tell that my face was kind of not my face. So she said it should start going down that day. Later in the afternoon, it got worse. Like it got worse. I don't even know. Like I got my keys, I sat on the couch, and I was like, yo, I'm going to the emergency room, because I started to research about this, and of course all signs pointed to a allergic reaction to the black hair dye that had this ingredient called PPD in it. And this PPD, I can't pronounce the word, like truly. This PPD is usually found in black dye, and it usually gives often a very slight allergic reaction if you are sensitive to it. And so of course I'm clearly in one of the 0.1% of the population that is, you know, allergic to it. And so usually when you do hair dyes, you're supposed to do patch testing. And of course, because I didn't think to do a patch test, because Lord knows I didn't think this was gonna happen. But yeah, so anyway, this PPD was the cause of it, and it got worse that evening. And so I decided, you know, I'm gonna go to the ER, because from my research, it could restrict my breathing. It could get worse, and I really didn't, like, I just didn't want to take any chances. But after crying for about an hour on the couch, I decided not to go, because it was like the height of COVID, and they were like, don't come to the hospital if it's not an emergency. And I was like, well, I can still breathe. I've not had any trouble breathing for the last 2 days since I, you know, had the dye on my hair. So I didn't think of anything. I didn't think it warranted me going to the emergency room. I had already texted one of my best friends. I was like, yo, I go into the emergency room. I text my sister. My boyfriend, of course, thought I was just like unhinged at the moment, but it was real, y'all. So anyway, the next day. Hi, so I just wanted to give a little update on my allergy. I'm still looking really swollen, like my forehead, you can see like a little hump right here. My eyes are now swollen, and then this side has gone down a little bit. There has been some improvement, but I guess it feels like the allergies just moved to a different part of my face. It was like different symptoms were presenting itself as the time went by. So I was like maybe on the third day when my eyes started to swell up. Like I already have a bulb-shaped head, and now my eye is like swelling shut. And so I was nervous, and what I did was I decided to just hit up the doctor and ask her, like, is this normal? I sent her pictures, and basically she was like, just give it some time. Give it some time. And as the days go by, I think it was maybe, this whole process was like about 4 to 5 days. And as the days went by, the allergic reaction moved to different parts of my face. So first it was like this part, and then it was like my whole entire forehead, then it was my eye, then it was the side of my face. So each day it was just something new and something different. At the end of maybe the 5th day, my face started to go back to normal. The only thing that you would have known, the only way you could have tell if something was wrong with me was because I had like this, I had some swelling underneath my eye. But other than that, it went back to normal, and it just went away. And so it was a terrible experience. And like I said, I'm only on here telling you guys about this because it could happen to you, and to give you a warning that if you're getting your hair dyed, please be careful about what you put on your body. Be cognizant of the ingredients, and honestly try to do a patch test if you can. I know some people are like, I'm gonna chance it, but listen, that wasn't fun. It was expensive because I also had to go to the dermatologist because my scalp was literally flaking. I've had seborrheic dermatitis, dandruff, but the level of dermatitis or whatever it was like a whole different level. It was like flakes this size. It was disgusting. It was terrible. I was prescribed like Nizoral, all kind of things for my scalp, and it calmed down after a while, but it was just an unfortunate situation that I don't think I'm gonna cause me to ever dye my hair again. And so if you, like I said, if you guys are thinking about dyeing your hair, please think twice about it. Go through the necessary precautions, take steps to ensure that you're not allergic, and please be mindful of what you put on your body. And so yeah guys, that's my crazy story on how I almost went to the emergency room with a severe allergy to hair dye, black hair dye. So remember, be mindful of what you are putting on your skin, on your body, ingesting, all of it. Pay attention to ingredient lists, because I am finding out the older that I get, the less tolerant that the older that I get, the less tolerant that I am to a lot of things. I'm not sure if anyone else is experiencing that out there, but please be careful. I know they say beauty is pain, but trust me, you didn't want that type of problems. But thank you again for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you're not subscribed in, now would be a good time to do so. And I'll see you guys right here for my next video, maybe next week. See you guys later.